What led you towards a single seater, like specifically? What problem sort of had you come up with, or what were you missing to go, let's make this car?
It's a great question, actually. And I think the short answer is that it was a singularity of purpose. All of the vehicles that we as mere mortals drive on a daily basis have to do various different functions, everything from practicality to, in my case, dropping off kids, picking up kids, having fun, interesting driving experience, carrying luggage, multiple passengers, comfort on long journeys, short journeys, all these various different attributes. And we said, wouldn't it be fantastic if there was a car that was designed just for the sole purpose of driving? And very much like motorbikes, actually, in that case. If you look at a Ducati Panigale, nobody looks at it and says, where's the passenger going to go? Yeah. Where am I going to put my weekend, storage or anything? This is a bike. It's quite clearly just for the enjoyment of riding a motorcycle. And of course, the car industry has many, 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 many niches. But really, when it gets down to high performance cars, we've kind of hit a bit of a dead end, or we haven't really progressed beyond the kind of 2-seat GT supercar, as we call it. At the time, I was heavily involved with racing, won various British championships and was racing in Europe. And certainly I wouldn't have stood around my race car over a gin and tonic in the evening in the garage and showed it off to somebody because it was a race car, right? So if it was a bit ratty and panels didn't fit very well, it was fine because it was a race car. And likewise, any nice cars that we had, you'd never take them on a track day because it's going to get covered in stone chips, you're going to break the brakes and all these different things. So we said, wouldn't it be great if there was this car that existed that was equally at home on the racetrack as it was on the road? And all it was about driving. And that's where the concept came from. And it was really interesting because obviously as brothers and as if you like, the engineer meeting the artist, there's always going to be this overlap of differences of opinion, which actually we get on great in that respect. But there was never, ever any discussion of whether it was 1-seat or tandem or 2-seat or side-by-side or threes. There was never any discussion. It was a single seat because the single seat formula has evolved, over 60, 70, 80, 90 years. The engine, there's been side by side. The engine's been in the front, it's been in the back, it's been mid-engined and so on. And the formula layout has been optimized over many, many, many years because it's the best for performance. And simply that's where we started. And it's great because, all of the discussions that we have, throughout our 10, 11 year history, it always comes down to one single focal point. It's about performance. If it doesn't enhance performance or the ownership experience, the driving experience, then we just don't do it. And that usually means that most of the decisions are based around, weight saving, increasing performance and making the car even better. It's great to have that singularity of focus from a sort of design specification perspective, because normally it would be, well, yeah, we can do this, but we're going to lose some luggage carrying capacity, or we're going to compromise comfort. On a normal car, there just aren't any compromises to make in that sense. So it's great.